Market News First. News you can trust.
Steve Cannibal, Market News First. Thanks for staying with us. Thanks for being with us every day. We are live here from Dallas, Texas at the mothership MN1, bringing information on small and micro-cap companies, interesting businesses, interesting guys. This is Profiles segment. Rick Wright, I know you're out there teaching guys how to trade currency. Keep doing that. Rick, of course, augments his huge salary here at MN1 by going out and teaching people with Vince Rowe, one of the preeminent currency traders. Really interesting story, too. Vince teaches you, using Vince's money, how to trade currencies, and it's a great, interesting class. Get in touch with Vince Rowe. If you have any questions, you can email me, Steve Cannibal, Market News First, Steve at MN1. And we are still here with Kevin Rogers. And Kevin, thank you for staying through the break.
You're welcome.
We're going to run this clip now. We have the correct audio, I understand, or the video. And guys in the booth, Kevin, can you stay around and we'll come back and comment after?
I'd love to.
Guys in the booth, ready to run that tape when you are.
Wow, what is this thing? Have you guys ever seen a smart car? This is my first time seeing a smart car, and I'm talking with Kevin Rogers today about how this car could revolutionize business for you and other business people. Here I have Kevin Rogers with the Avalar car that's not only cost efficient but also environmentally friendly. Tell us about it.
Absolutely. The car was built in the mid-90s with a joint venture between Mercedes-Benz and Swatch. And their motto was efficiency to the max. And they wanted to build the most fuel-efficient, gasoline-powered car on the planet. And they've accomplished that with the smart car.
Now this Avalar car looks kind of small. Where's the engine located on it?
You know, the engine is not in the hood and it's not in the rear. It's actually underneath the driver's seat. It's a 3-cylinder turbocharged engine. It's got 61 horsepower, and it goes about 85 miles an hour.
Very neat. And in comparison to the smart car, how is Avalar different?
Well, Avalar actually is embracing the smart car because the smart car was designed for efficiency to the max, and Avalar is trying to show realtors how to be efficient and how to work smarter, not harder.
Who uses the smart cars right now?
There are 770,000 smart cars in 37 countries, and they're introducing it to the United States in 2008. You know, it's going to be great for the realtors because it's so fuel efficient, it's eco-friendly, it's fun to drive, it's noticeable, people love it, and it's just a joy to drive. So realtors are going to really embrace it.
What other businesses could you market with this car as well?
Well, any business that requires driving a lot. You know, realtors, for example, drive about 300 miles per month. So any kind of business that drives a lot but doesn't have to haul a lot of luggage or equipment would be a good candidate for this.
How much do you think you could save per year for this kind of a car?
Well, you can save hundreds, perhaps even thousands of dollars if you're comparing it to a big SUV or a Hummer, for example. But for realtors, for example, there's 24,000 realtors in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and they spend about $93.6 million a year on gas. And so if we magically switched all the realtors just in Dallas-Fort Worth to the smart car, they could save $41.6 million every year. Avalar really thinks the smart car is going to be the car of the future, and it's going to really help realtors sell better, and obviously it's going to save them a lot of money.
Can you reserve the smart car at all?
You know, you can go to smartusa.com and you can reserve a vehicle. It costs $99 to reserve it. And I've heard statistically that there are 30,000 people that have already paid $99 for a smart car. And so they're actually increasing their manufacturing capacity to meet that demand.
Wow. So many people are finding out about this and getting more involved and wanting to be more environmentally friendly, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely, yeah.
And definitely fuel efficient.
It's fuel efficient, 60 miles per gallon.
All right, well, thank you, Kevin Rogers, so much for joining us, and thanks for showing us this smart car. And we are here. You're on the road with Megan Eakes with Market News First, news you can trust.
Thank you, Megan. What a cool little clip. And of course, Megan Eakes on the road with Megan Eakes. She's out there digging all sorts of stuff. You'll see Megan, learning cool things about the smart car, like the smart car. She's also out at Interesting Gaming, and we're so glad to have Meg as part of our team. Kevin, thank you. Kevin, are you still with us?
I'm still here.
That was a really cool video. It was, I'd never seen you before. It's good to finally see Kevin Rogers, the the man, the legend. And I'm gonna flip it back to Simon, Kevin, because I know he has some specific questions for you. And if you guys are in the booth or ready, we can flip it over to Simon so he can ask you some questions.
Kevin, obviously our viewers are interested in looking at market news and finance. I'd like to ask you a little question while we have you on the line today. And obviously, you're trying to save money as a business. You probably find it fairly intimidating driving that small car, when you've got huge trucks on the road, massive trucks compared to the Europe. Tell me, just switching to the market side of the real estate industry, have you seen a huge impact from the subprime fallout? Have you seen that affecting your business?
Well, no, it hasn't affected my business, but let me try to put it in financial perspective. Mm-hmm. Consumers have used their homes as endless piggy banks for years, and they have over-leveraged those homes by removing equity while hoping values would rise in order to cover their margins. So unfortunately, many of those decisions were ill-conceived, and we're seeing now the downside of over-leveraging in the form of the meltdown in the mortgage industry. So it is hurting the subprime market, but as you could tell from that clip, Avalar is really focused on the higher-end market, and it has not impacted us at all.
Okay.
However, we're seeing, coupled with these challenges in the subprime market, we're seeing agents, real estate agents, who came into the real estate market during the boom market, yeah, and now with the meltdown in the housing industry, they're unable to navigate the challenges that they're faced with, and that's where Avalar is really excelling. We're actually growing. We're actually growing now in a bad market.
What do you attribute that growth to, Kevin? Perhaps we could just ask you that quickly before we wrap up today.
Well, it's attributed to a couple of things. Number one, our unique and innovative approach to marketing, like the smart car. But it's mostly attributed to the training, the technology, the infrastructure, the systems and support that we offer to the agents. If the agent has had it easy for several years and now it's difficult, they need the right tools, they need the right training, they need the right support, and they need the right leadership in order to get them through the hard times. And that's what we're really offering to realtors.
I see. So you've got a value proposition. Do these realtors that join your organization, your brokerage, if you like, do they have to pay like a franchising fee? Is that like the rest of the industry?
Well, no. I mean, if you're a realtor wanting to join an office, there's no fee at all. Mm-hmm. For a broker who wants to open up an office, yes, there is a franchise fee, and it's generally $15,000 to open up an office, which is actually very, very reasonable in the real estate industry.
Well, thank you, Kevin. I really appreciate you joining the show today, and thank you, Steve, for co-hosting the interview. I look forward to you viewers joining again tomorrow for Profiles. This is Simon Speight reporting live from Market News First in Dallas. Look forward to. Thank you. And we'll be joining the show again tomorrow with Steve. We'll be having some other interesting content, and I encourage you to email any questions that you have, anything you'd like to see focused on the show. And we'll be covering some additional. Okay, we're just about to wrap up, and appreciate the viewers for being patient with us today, despite the technical difficulties we've had. Have we lost Kevin? Are you still there? Perhaps we've got some more questions for you.
I'm still here.
You're still here. Okay. Well,
sure.
I do have another question since we're still needing to continue with the interview. So, how many agents do you currently have with Avalar?
Well, Avalar has about 5,000 agents nationwide, and in the state of Texas, we have 13 offices opened, and we're opening 5 more by the end of the year. So there's upwards of 300 to 400 agents in the state of Texas.
Ah, okay. So is it just a Texas-based business? Because obviously it's interesting to the viewers.
Oh no, it's in California,
Okay.
Arizona, Nevada. You know, it's in all the states. I mean, we're not in every state, but we are expanding quite rapidly to other states.
Ah. Okay, so the company, it's growing and it's got a new message for the real estate community out there. That's true, is it not?
That's correct.
And that the primary message is it a different type of compensation package? How does that work?
Yeah, you know, Avalar is the only real estate company that has created a long-term financial plan for its agents and franchisees through its patented Path to Success revenue sharing program. It's actually a revenue sharing rather than profit sharing program. So we're not only that, but we're the only real estate franchise that truly offers the best of both worlds, combining the support, the tools, the systems, and the infrastructure that you would look for in a franchise, along with the flexibility and autonomy of that comes with being an independent firm.
I see. So it's growth, growth, growth for the next few years. So when did you start with Avalar, Kevin? Can you tell us that?
You know, I started with Avalar just a few months ago, and the reason that I came on board with them was because it was such a unique business model. A business model that I saw that could make me a lot of money personally, and make the people that I bring into the system a lot of money as well with this revenue sharing program. But really, that's the icing on the cake, Simon. The real reason that I went with Avalar was because of the tools and support.
Okay, well, Kevin, thank you again. And again, this is Simon Speight bringing you Profiles, market news first. Look forward to presenting again tomorrow. Thank you.